Heyo, what's good everybody? Welcome back to another Ever Crisis video. This time Battle Tower, level 70 against the Primal Behemoth, where you have less heal and less limit gauge boost, and the enemy has more HP. So, you need wind damage, so I recommend Sephiroth with his Dark Heavens, or Yuffie with her Dynatrae as your main source of DPS. Aerith with her Floral Wand is really good here because the enemies are not immune to physical defense down or wind resist down, so that works very well. And then Matt with Centipede because AoE heal and AoE physical defense up is very, very good to have. So of course you can bring any wind damage, preferably physical wind damage, but those is what I recommend. So as mentioned, bring your wind damage, your wind materia, and circle ruins, and then AoE physical defense is very useful here, so something like Assault Gun or Centipede, and then also physical defense debuffs are good as well, so Hard Edge, Piece of Cake, W Machine, Cutlass, they will all serve you well here because the enemy is not immune to that, and that will make your life a little bit easier. As for me, I went with Centipede because I do have it, and for physical defense down, I just went with Aerith's Floral Wand. So again, here's my team. Sephiroth, Aerith, Matt. I went with 2 healer/supports to make my life easier. And I went with Claire Reed in the main hand and Dark Heavens in the offhand. Of course, Circle Ruin, and the rest of the stuff is just stat sticks. I went with his Limit Break and a classic boost wind potency build, so you can take a look at his stats and his R abilities. That is my DPS. Then Aerith is going to be sort of magical for support. I brought her Breath of the Earth so that I can remove the physical defense down that the boss spams on your party, some wind materia to do a bit of extra damage, AoE heals, and of course Floral Wand for the physical defense and wind resistance down. That's a 2-for-1 and it works really well here. As for her sub equipment, I focused on HP, attack, and heal. So you can take a look at her stats and R abilities. Not bad, not bad. And then I also went with Matt, and for him I have Centipede for the AoE heal and physical defense, and I went with my weak ass Bramble Spine to raise physical attack of Sephiroth if I need to. I got Gigantic Shield, I got a single target cure, the necessary ruin, etc. And I went with HP and a little bit of buff debuff extension for him. And that is pretty much my team. So for the first phase, you can kind of kill either of these first, it doesn't really matter. But of course, if you kill the elemental first or take it down to red, it will explode, debuffing and dealing damage to the remaining enemy, the Laser Glow. So then you can just quickly finish him with wind damage. For the next wave, you can actually kill the Zoo in the middle first, because he's actually pretty squishy. And then you can just deal with the others as you see fit. Just make sure you topped up on heals for the final phase. Now you face the Primal Behemoth, and what matters the most in the first part of the fight is just staying on top of buffing, AoE buffing your physical defense to counteract his physical defense debuffs, and doing wind damage and topping up on heals. Because, yeah, obviously you need to DPS him a certain amount to get to the next part of the fight, defend the body slam, but the most important thing is staying topped up on heals and staying topped up on physical defense buffs. DPS is not a major thing right now because he's going to use stamina charge and that will heal himself up to full. To kind of use this time to get used to the fight, and, you know, warm up if you need to, get used to your hotkeys or whatever you use. If you're playing on Steam or on your phone, just, yeah, get warmed up, get ready. When he gets to about half HP, he's going to use the stamina charge. So he's going to heal himself to full. And he'll also go into Rampage. So he's going to do more physical attacks and debuff your physical defense even more frequently. But he's also makes himself more vulnerable. So there it is. I immediately lower his physical defense and wind resistance. And then I start nailing him with Sephiroth's Gale Strike ++. And then just stay on top, as always, of your heals and buffing your physical defense, and you should be fine. I use Breath of the Earth here to remove the physical defense down, so that my healers can focus on doing more without having to make up for that. Eventually, after this body slam, he will go into his aggression phase, that is his circle stream phase. So be ready with ATB and Circle Ruin. There it is, break that, and you can use this time to heal, to buff your physical defense again, and to do damage. Pretty simple fight all in all. And you should be out of there in no time. I'm popping my boost limit break level 6 Astral Gate. Pretty decent damage. And then it's just a matter of staying topped up and finishing him with wind damage. So I hope there's enough takeaways in this video for you to defeat this flaw as well. And best of luck in your runs. Thank you so much for watching, and see ya.